Hi, everybody. I'm Lindsay. Happy Gemini season and happy birthday, Gemini. We're going to get into channeled messages for every zodiac sign individually, things you need to know for this Gemini season, anything you can expect, any guidance, help, advice, whatever spirit wants to bring on through. All right. We are going to start with air signs, Gemini leading the bunch. Heavenly Father, Earthly Mother, I am open and ready to receive for Gemini. Gemini, your message came in as be open to learn, be open to unlearn, and be ready to relearn. Gemini, since before you could remember and for as long as history is written, programs have been instilled into us and to our ancestors, passed on from one to the other to the next without any kind of modifications to the programs that have been instilled to us or without any kind of change to make things better. Some programs that have been instilled into us, Gemini, should all around be Control Alt deleted. Other programs that have been instilled to us are only outdated and must be upgraded. And then there are the programs that we just are not built to run and should be exorcised. Gemini, be open to learn something new every day, something, anything, but more so something that enriches your life. Learn something new every day that feels aligned with your spirit, your soul, your character. Gemini, be open to unlearn the things that don't suit you, to uninhabit bad habits. Be open to it, Gemini, because those bad habits, those bad programs, the bad programming, I don't want to call it bad programming, outdated programming, because outdated programming doesn't serve us, right? It's like trying to run Windows 97 on an Apple iOS. You feel me? Be open to unprogramming those programs that have been instilled in you from a wee age, whatever those programs may look like to you. Maybe it's a poverty mindset that you have carried from generation to generation, Gemini. That lack mindset of feeling like you never have enough, although you have everything you need. Perhaps, Gemini, it is addictive behaviors that you have carried on from generations past. Well, my great great granddaddy used to smoke and so on and so forth, and everybody in my family just used to smoke. So that's why I smoke. You don't have to continue that tradition because that sounds like a family tradition, doesn't it, Gemini? My great 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 did it. We all did it. That was an unconscious family tradition and one that you don't have to carry on over. You don't have to give that on to your offspring should you choose to have offspring, Gemini. Happy birthday. There, be prepared to relearn, relearning ways on how to not just survive in this life, Gemini, but relearning ways on how to thrive, going back old school, because there are some things from generations past that are still rock solid, that can still carry you on through today, Gemini, but they've been forgotten. Dig deep. The roots run deep, Gemini. This season, your season, happy birthday, Gemini. Make a wish. Wish for the better and then become that better. It starts with you, it begins with you. It is going to end with you. All of the above, Gemini. Should you so choose, this is your turning point. Gemini, that's the message I have for you for this Gemini season. Thank you so much for being here. Libra, Spirit, what do we have for Libra for this Gemini season? What does Libra need to know? What can Libra expect? Please make it loud and clear. I'm a trifle deaf in one ear. Libra. Libra, I'm channeling in a song for you called I Hope You Dance. The song is called I Hope You Dance. I don't know who the artist is, but do give that a search and give it a listen. There's a message there for you, Libra. Libra, this Gemini season is the start of a dance season. I'm seeing Bridgerton. This is your coming out season. I see you in all white. Ooh, Libra, there's a lot here. I'm seeing the numbers 444, 555. 444, Libra, is surrender. Surrender to the flow, surrender to the divine, and have patience. 555, things must change. Things are changing. Things will change. Libra, I am seeing 666 and 999 also. Cycles that you have been spiraling in, you have now completed, or they are coming to a completion, spiraling out. You know what I see for you, Libra? If you've ever looked down into a river stream and you notice when the water, the current, starts spiraling the water and makes little whirlpools as it flows by, and you notice that those whirlpools, as they flow by, they eventually dissipate, right? This is what I'm seeing for you, Libra, is that whatever has been closing up for you, been completing, it's opening up a new season of dance. I just heard ABBA's song Dancing Queen. And I don't know about you, Libra, but when I think of dance, I think of it as a way to celebrate, dancing at weddings. I love dancing at weddings. It's so much fun. Dancing at clubs, as long as no creepers are trying to sweat all over you while you're in your groove. You feel me? But Libra, dance for me, I've seen it being used to change the mood, to shift energies, you know, attitude, dance with attitude. I just heard the song Michael Jackson's Bad. It's a lot of channeled music for you, Libra. Spirit loves communicating to you through music. So many messages for you there. Libra, Gemini season for you is a season of moving and shaking. Moving and shaking when you are happy. Moving and shaking when you are mad. Moving and shaking when you are nervous. Y'all know the little shaky foot you do when you got a little nervous tick or you're anxious about something. Seeing somebody bouncing their knee. This season is all about moving and shaking because you are open and free to do so. You know, the dance floor is clear. Take up space this season. Look around, feel around, make the space yours. There's something else here, Libra, on the flip side of things. I'm trying to figure out if this even has anything to do with you, Libra, because I kind of feel like what this energy is giving off is while you're up here at the top, dancing, moving, shaking, have a great time, you know, in this Gemini season energy. It's like there's people outside of the ballroom that are not allowed to be in to dance with you, kind of like those creepers I mentioned that sweat all over you. And there's just there's some energies, entities, people, folks, beings, whatever you want to call them, Libra, that just they're not invited to your party. Okay. Again, they're not allowed to dance with you this season, at least. If at all, ever again. Don't feel guilty about that. They had an invitation, you know. They were originally signed up on your dance card. Again, I'm seeing Bridgerton. But that dance card that was tied around your wrist, spirit cut it off. All right. You lost it. You don't know where it was. You don't even know who you were supposed to dance with next. You don't even know who was invited to this party. Okay, Libra? Your message is to have fun, even if those around you don't seem like they're having the greatest of time right now. You feel me? Don't feel guilty for celebrating when others are living through a period of non celebration. All right. Libra, that's the message I have for you for this Gemini season. Thank you. Hey, Cloud. Anyway, Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius. I can already feel it coming into your energy. It's a little bit on the cloudy side for you. Let's take a closer look. For Aquarius, you know, Aquarius, you've seen better days. We all have. Okay. And right now, your days are, one, they're monotonous. Day in, day out, same routine, same coffee with cream and sugar, same faces, same boring conversation. You're done talking about the weather. The weather is cloudy. It might rain. That's it. That's it. That's done. I don't want to talk anymore. You're done with mundane. But it's kind of like I'm feeling for you, Aquarius. You need to sit in this cloudy energy right now, okay? This period of mundane. Of course, there's always a lesson. There's always a lesson. Okay, we get it, spirit. Okay. But I feel like even through the mundane inaction, Aquarius, there is still action for you to be taking here. Because non action on your part, I'm sorry, what I'm hearing, Aquarius, not exactly non action, but what I just heard is that no choice is still a choice. Thank you. Aquarius, this cloudiness feels like it needs to be used as a period of reflection in order to take an action that you have not been taking, that you have been inactive on. It almost feels like a choice, Aquarius, and maybe for some of you it is, but this also feels like it's movement of some type, okay? Some kind of movement, and maybe I can't exactly clarify what it is for you, Aquarius, because it's a general message. It's different for each and every one of you, and your situations are so very unique. And maybe that's why you have been being why you have not taken any type of action on this, Aquarius, is because maybe you're not seeing the uniqueness of a situation, person, place, idea. Maybe you're not seeing um, the benefits of it or the outcome that could be reached if you were to take such action. You know what I mean? This Gemini season is a reflection period for you, just to dig a little deeper because you carry the answers, Aquarius, okay? The answers are down there within you. And what I know, Aquarius, what I have learned myself is that when I feel like I don't know what direction to take, this leaves room for the universe, for God to point me in the right direction. This gives me room to pause for a moment and say out loud, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know where I'm going here. Can you help me out, please? God, thank you. And it's in this moment, the universe says, yeah, bet, I got you. Now that you're done fiddle farting around, I can work. Take this time to reflect while the universe works, okay? Because the action you need to take is going to open up for you. It's going to hit you light bulb moment. And I'm also seeing Eight of Pentacles energy. Aquarius, that's the Gemini season message I have for you, my love. Thank you. Let's give these a quick shuffle and then we're going to move on over to fire signs, starting with Leo. Leo leading the pack for fire signs. Let me get some hydration here. Leo, as I come into your energy, it's salty. Okay. Maybe that's why I need a bit more water. Saltiness. Maybe you've been having a bit too much salt intake here lately, or maybe you have a desire to go to the ocean or you live by the ocean. I don't freaking know, but I'm picking up salt. NaCl. Salt. Sodium. Excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. Thank you. Spirit. For Leo. Let's bring Leo in. Hey guys, how you doing? Okay, for Leo. What does Leo need to know for Gemini season? Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. So, Leo, for you within a connection here, family, lover, friend, business partner, a connection close to you. This is you and somebody else, Leo. Elo- Illusions. Low. What song is that? That's a channeled song for you, Leo. I believe that's Low by John Bellion is the song. But Leo, illusions are okay, they're being exploded. I just saw a nuclear bomb, an A bomb go off. An A name could be significant. Andrea, Andrea, Andre. But I'm also seeing masks coming off, and not just one mask. This is somebody that was wearing multiple masks. Okay. Like, Jim Carrey pulling off his green mask. Okay, there's another one underneath. And underneath that one, it's like Russian dolls. There's more layers. They call them layers. Thank you, Spirit. All of this is falling off, and it seems to be all falling off at once during this season. You're about to see the ugly head of a ghost, the ugly head of a horse. You're about to see the ugly head of something, Leo, okay? But it's almost like it's confirming your suspicions about somebody, confirming what the inkling. That's a very specific word, Leo. I'm also seeing a quill in an ink pot, but you've had an inkling about someone's true motives when it comes to you, you know? Do they really love you? Do they really care about you? Are they embezzling money behind your back? Are they gossiping behind your back? Are they selling your nudes online? Whatever it is, Leo. The truth is coming out this season, okay? The snakes that have been interwoven into your loyal, true inner circle are being unwoven and some even being snipped out. What I'm seeing, Leo, is like a Celtic knot. And when looking at a Celtic knot, you see that each thread is interwoven into one another. Leo, this season, there is one, two, even for some of you, three of those interlocking threads that are being removed, okay? And the threads that belong into your Celtic knot pattern, those are going to come along. Maybe not right away for you, Leo, okay? Your inner circle is going to have some little holes for a while, okay? But you're going to be able to reweave a tighter knit inner circle later on, okay? Those places will be filled again with stronger. I just heard you are the weakest link. You're going to find out, Leo, this Gemini season, who the weakest link apostrophe links, not apostrophe, plural, who they are, okay, in your Celtic knot. Why do I keep seeing a Celtic knot? I don't know. Have you been considering a Celtic knot tattoo? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, this kind of sucks. It kind of sucks because really at this point, Leo, and for some of you, you may have a pet of some sort. I feel like for some of you, you feel like your pet is the only loyal thing you have in your life right now. And so this energy is kind of bittersweet. It's like Yeah, I don't have the snakes in my life anymore, but I now don't have anybody to hang out with or talk to or whatever. You know what I mean, Leo? But I'm just here to let you know that those vacancies will be filled. And I'm not just seeing the temporary people, I'm seeing lifetime tribe is coming in to replace these masked up, whatever they are, toads. I just saw toads. Something about the frog prince, Leo. No, I don't want to go that specific spirit. Let's keep it nice and general. There's a lot of Leos here. I smell a rat. Indeed, Leo. Just again, like I said, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks to lose people, and you are allowed to grieve those losses. Don't feel bad about rehashing any, nice memories that you may have had with this snake masked up crusader that's not a crusader, falsinator. What? I'm sorry, Leo. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay because you don't need snakes like that in your life, right? Amen. Hallelujah. Leo, that's the message I have for you. Thank you. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. Let's move on to Aries. Spirit, please and thank you. Let me get a little sippy sip here. Mm, all right, man. Aries. Sometimes you really just got to remove yourself from a situation, because I feel like there is an energy entity around you, being person, place, thing, whatever, you know, um, trying to get a rise out of you. Like they feed off of your negative energy, they like it when you react negatively, they like when you are unable to scratch an itch, you know, they like you frustrated. It tickles their fancy. And this season, there's going to be some buttons being pressed. Okay. There's going to be some words spoken, Aries, but you are being asked to keep your natural fire energy on low. Okay. Not medium high. Just turn the burner all the way low. Don't give them no heat, Aries, because the reaction is their traction. Don't give them your power, Aries. Keep it for yourself. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Don't give it to them. If you can just woo saw on through this Gemini season, you're going to be a-okay. This is kind of giving off testy energy, like you're being tested, pushing your emotional boundaries because this is attached to something here, Aries. Okay, okay, let's take a closer look. Why? Okay, okay. Aries, Gemini season is giving portal type energy, okay? I feel like your emotional boundaries are tied to something on the other side of this portal. It's like you're leveling up to obtain something, like you're moving towards a goal. And your emotional boundaries are being pressed to be tested to see if you are worthy to even be deserving of this goal, of this wish fulfillment. There's a wish fulfillment on the other side of Gemini here, Gemini season here, Aries. And I don't know what this is for all of you, okay? This is a general message. It's going to be different for all of you. But there's something here on the other side of Gemini season that you have been reaching for, okay? That you have been trudging for. And I feel like right now, Aries, the devil is alive, okay? The devil is pressing up against you, trying to test you to see, nah, you know what, Aries, you don't really deserve this, Aries, and I'm going to show you that you don't really deserve this, okay? You cannot carry the emotional weight of whatever this is for you, Aries, and I'm going to show you, Aries, that you can't. This is what Gemini season is going to feel like for you, Aries. Like you are being tested, like everybody is trying to get you to react in a way maybe that a past version of yourself would have reacted, you know, a past version of yourself that was not deserving or worthy of what you're trying to go after here. You know, maybe you're just trying to obtain your emotional stability and peace, Aries. I don't know. You're not who that person was anymore, Aries, okay? You are not that person that'll lash out and cry, start throwing things. You are not that person that will shut down, go quiet, and just like things slip under the rug, slip under the door. I'm seeing a note slipped underneath the door. You're not that version of yourself anymore. And not only are you going to prove this to others, to the devil himself, you're going to prove it to yourself. You know, Aries, way back when you might have, would have, but not anymore. Not anymore. Aries, that is the message I have for you for Gemini season. Thank you. I'm going to get a drink here, you guys, and we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Head on. All right. Okay. For Sagittarius. You know, my family card wanted to come out for you, Sagittarius, as I was giving a little shuffle there. And on that card is two seahorses. And if you know anything about seahorses, it is the male seahorse that tends to the offspring, right? Before I had stepped into your energy, I read for Aries first, but I felt your energy arguing with somebody, Sagittarius, and it almost wanted to argue with me. This is gonna be, this is just what you can expect, Sagittarius. This is gonna feel like a battle royale season for Gemini season, okay? It's gonna feel like you are at constant odds with someone that you should be going up against all the odds with this partner energy. You're battling your partner, whoever that is for you, Sagittarius, family, family member, lover, friend, somebody that you consider a teammate, Sagittarius. Right now, y'all are not on teammate grounds, okay? You're button heads like two bulls in a pasture. Taurus energy. A Taurus could be significant for you, Sagittarius. There is no common ground here, Sagittarius, between you and who is supposed to be your partner. And I'm not seeing any common ground being found anytime soon because Sagittarius, it's got to be your way or the highway. Because Sagittarius, you are not willing to be unyielding. You're coming off a little stubborn. Again, I saw two bulls fighting in a pasture. Uncompromising, unyielding, a little stubborn, a little petty. Why does it got to be your way or the highway? Maybe the whole reason why these issues have been coming up, why you are in battle royale right now with somebody, is because your way is no longer working. Maybe it was, but it no longer is. And now there is resentment here. A compromise needs to be made. A plan B, a plan C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. You, Sagittarius, must be more open minded this Gemini season. If you intend for anything to work out how you envision things to work out, okay? If you need a teammate, y'all need to come up with the plan together. It can't just suit you, your needs, your wants, your desires. If someone else is involved, then you need to involve that other person, right? Sagittarius, that's the message I have for you. Thank you so much. Let's go to water signs. Scorpio. Scorpio, you're sitting on the dark side of the moon right now. Let me get my telescope and a sip of water. For Scorpio, you know, Scorpio, it feels like you're sitting on the dark side of the moon because you were looking for something, maybe some kind of truth, maybe some kind of artifact, you know, and you ended up finding it on the dark side. But here's the thing, you're in the dark, Scorpio. You're in the dark, and in order to get a better look at what you found in the dark, you need to go back to the light. You need to be able to see. You need to be able to see so that eventually you are able to accept what you found over there in the dark. because what is in the dark, Scorpio, always comes to light, whether we want it to or not. So I'm hearing, Scorpio, put yourself out of your own misery and look at what you found. This is a very interesting message, Scorpio, and I truly don't know how it's going to resonate for each of you, but I do want to take a look at the light side of things. I'll show you the card that came out. Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. And you know what I'm going to do, Scorpio? I'm going to go to the book for this card just for you because that's hilarious. In the reverse position, according to the Light Seers Tarot guidebook, it means overanalyzing, getting stalled out or stuck, clouded judgment, keeping truth inside. Let's read, Scorpio. Massive clarity is on the way. A new door is opening up for you, often unveiling a life changing idea or a significant spiritual breakthrough. Expect aha moments of lucidity to pierce your awareness and to reveal a totally fresh vision for the future. As this essence spirals, ooh, I've been seeing a lot of spirals here lately. Mm. As this essence spirals into comprehension, use this time to see things as they really are and to tune into new beginnings. From the darkness always comes light, Scorpio. The quiet insight of the unconscious mind is being made available for you, so you may experience a rapid expansion as your conscious mind integrates this newfound information. Meaning, allow yourself to process the truth again so that you will eventually be able to accept it. Believe it or not, Scorpio, some people actually grieve the truth. Know that nothing can compete with the fierce rays of wisdom and truth. So if you are finding yourself with clouded judgment or with stalled thinking, it's time to seek the brightly lit energy of honesty. Gather your discernment, your intellect, your logic, and your insight, and clearly communicate the truth that is bubbling up to be witnessed. Maybe it's a truth you need to communicate to somebody else. But I more so feel like for a good portion of you, it's a truth that you need to communicate with yourself and come to terms with. And that is fair. And you have time to do so. Allow yourself that time. Scorpio, that's the Gemini season message I have for you, my love. Thank you. Let's go to our next water sign, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. You know, Cancer, I have been picking up a lot of spirals lately. And the number 6, 9. When I see spirals, it makes me think of the numbers 6 and the numbers 9. Let's get into it, Cancer. I need a water. Ooh, okay. No, so 6 and 9 energy, which is also your zodiac sign, funnily enough, it's like you're spiraling into a cycle, going through that cycle, having your experience, if you will, and then coming out of that cycle, spiraling out. 9 energy, spiraling out because you completed that cycle. You had that experience. There was a lesson there. When we come out of 6-9 energy, I just realized what I just said. I'm so sorry. When we come out of 6-9 energy, Cancer, it is now time to review the lesson that you had first cycled in to learn in the first place. Oh, let's take a closer look. Cancer, this most recent 6-9 cycle was that of one to learn a type of communication, a form of communication, how to communicate. There was a lesson in communication in this last cycle for you, Cancer. And I feel like it was a lesson with communicating with somebody else, like a significant other. Maybe it was learning a new way to express your needs to your significant other, you know? Or maybe it was learning how to express distaste towards a behavior or an attitude that your significant other displayed. I don't know. It's different for all of you, Cancers. You definitely know better than I do. But beyond the lesson of communication, Cancer, there was also a lesson and a test of your own inner strength. Maybe you didn't know that you could communicate in such a way, or, you know, were strong enough, brave enough. Courage. I can't even say it. It's courage, but I wanted to say it like the cowardly lion in Wizard of Oz, you know? But it was a lesson in your own courage as well. Maybe there was a fear of rejection here, a fear of reaction, uh, you know, just not knowing what the outcome would be if you were to expressly communicate something that you needed, Cancer. And the outcome ended up being a lot dramatic than you had initially envisioned. You know, you had kept yourself in such a phase of analysis paralysis that it was so shocking once you finally did the darn thing, and it was like ripping a band-aid off. Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, telling my significant other that I don't like it when she does this because it affects me like this. You know what I mean, Cancer? Let me get some water. It just, honestly, it worked out better than you could have imagined. And I feel like there's a new fear unlocked here of you hoping that you never have to do something like this again, expressly communicate the way you just did ever again. But there's also the comfort of knowing that if this crazy random happenstance happened again to where you did have to do this, that you could. You know what I mean? I love it. Cancer, that's the message I have for you for Gemini season. Thank you. Let's shuffle this up and we're going to move on over to Pisces. After Pisces, we're going to move on to Earth signs. And Earth signs are the last three that are on the list. Nothing against earth signs or anything. They were just the last energy to come in today. I've already done everybody else. So Pisces, thank you. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know for Gemini season? Pisces, I feel like there's something you can expect. Okay, leapfrog energy. Um, I feel like you can expect to take a leap of faith this Gemini season. We're going to take a closer look. Okay. hmm What for Pisces Gemini season? Spirit, please and thank you. Okay. 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 You know, Pisces, this feels like we're going out on a ledge here. We're going out on a limb. Um, Maybe you're going out on a limb for somebody, or maybe you're going out on a limb to take a leap of faith towards somebody. Whatever this is for you, Pisces, you know better than I do. You're trying something new here, okay? And there is fear in doing so. Pisces, you're being asked to go out on the limb here, to take that leap of faith. Do it scared. You're being encouraged to do it scared. There's a lot to unpack here, Pisces, with why you would be afraid to even leap off this ledge, take a leap of faith anyway. I'm seeing in the past, y'all got burned the last time you took a leap of faith towards something, the last time you went out on a limb for somebody else. You got burned, you got hurt. And the question still remains, and deep down in your broken, betrayed heart, it will always remain, what if it happens again? If I go out there, if I go and take that leap of faith, if I go out on the ledge, what if what happened last time happens again? And what if it does, Pisces? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to regret that you went out on the limb again? Or are you going to regret that you shoulda, coulda, woulda? Take a chance. What if things actually went right? What if you actually had some fun? What if things panned out better than you could imagine? Do it scared. I can confidently tell you, Pisces, that whatever this is for you, that, uh, how do I want to put it? Not negative, not dark. Words. Help me out here, Spirit. There's just so much anxiety surrounding this for you, Pisces. It's like you're drowning in the what if things go wrong. We're past all that. I feel like you have learned how to avoid getting trapped in situational places, people, ideas, whatever it is, because of your past experiences. You've taken that knowledge with you. And maybe your whole plan to avoid anything like that again was just to avoid taking a leap of faith altogether. But you are being pushed onto this ledge because there's, oh gosh, it's different for all of you, but there's something inside here. There is something inside here pushing you to do this, to go for it. And you should. You should, because it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And your only regret will be is not being more excited about whatever this event is. I'm calling it an event because this is a period in your life. This Gemini season is a period in your life. And it's a period where you will be leaping towards something new. And this new experience is going to be healing for you. It's going to restore your faith in something. Maybe restore your faith in humanity. For some of you, restore your faith in love. I don't know. You know better than I do, Pisces. Go with it. Go with the flow. And let the universe surprise you for once, man. Thank you, Pisces. I'm going to take a sippy here. Give me just 1 second. When I come back, we're going to do our last 3 signs, Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. 1 second. Okay, I never heard of it. I Need a Forest Fire by James Blake and Bon Iver. I Need a Forest Fire by James Blake and Bon Iver. You know, Taurus, that is your channeled song. I need a forest fire. James Blake. Sorry, I'm writing this down too. James Blake and Bon Iver. Oh, yes, Lord. Okay. Excuse me. It's so funny because I saw Smokey the Bear a few days ago for you, Taurus. So, I don't know why you need a forest fire. I kind of feel like you want to burn everything down and you want to start new. You want to start from scratch. Um, Taurus, I'm seeing Mount St. Helens. I believe that's in Oregon. Mount St. Helens. Taurus, please. You know, I saw before and after pictures of Mount St. Helens. After it blew, the land, it was a wasteland covered in ash. Nothing was alive. It was all gray, you know. And then I saw after pictures, I think it was 20 plus or so years later, and everything was lush and colorful. So many flowers. You can Google the images, but I feel like you want to activate a volcano, Taurus. You want to blow everything to smithereens and you want to start from scratch. You want to grow from freshly enriched soil because after a volcanic eruption, the soil becomes densely enriched with nutrients. That's why everything like a phoenix from the ashes grows so abundantly. You want things to blow. You feel like starting from scratch would be the best option for you. I'm seeing something about a bankruptcy for some of you. Maybe some of y'all are considering filing for bankruptcy. If you're looking for a yes or no on that, if that would be a good option, I'm picking up yes, filing for bankruptcy would be a good option for you, but that's not for all of you, Taurus. Nonetheless, a new start will be what you make it, okay? But I'm feeling like for you, Taurus, there's a lot of talk and no action. Like, you say you need this, you say you want that, you say you want to quit this job and have a new job, or quit your job altogether and move to a different country, Costa Rica, whatever, like there's a lot of talk and no action. And maybe it's because you haven't decided on what that action should be, and that's okay. Maybe for some of you Taurians are feeling like it's more just hype dreams and not actual possibilities. I don't know. Your your foundations are what you make them, you know. But you first got to blow everything up. You can come up with the plan afterwards. The plan starts with blowing everything up. Maybe you need to downsize and you need to sell some things. I don't know, Taurus. But if you're looking for a fresh start, then you're going to need to take some kind of action on that, because complaining about it, whining about things that you have the power to change. Again, if you hate your job, quit, get a new job. Like there's so many things in your life that you have power and control over. And I almost feel like you're stuck in a mindset that makes you believe you can't do it that way or a certain way, or just scrap everything and start from the beginning without some kind of drastic repercussions. I don't know. Taurus, it almost feels like fear to do that. Fear to deviate from the path. Fear to. I'm seeing Wile E. Coyote pressing down the TNT button, the dynamite lever. Oh man, what was I saying? See, that's just it, Taurus. You talk too much. Taurus, you talk too much. Less talking and more action. It's time for more action. Use this Gemini season to do just that. You know, if there are changes that you want to see in your life, those changes are not going to be made unless you make them, baby. Hey, hello. Message. That's your message, Taurus. Thank you so much. Capricorn. Let me take a sippy sip, you guys. Capricorn. Oh. One second, Cappy. I gotta find you. Where are you at? Capricorn. Come out, come out and play with me. Capricorn. Capricorn. Come out and play with me. Capricorn. Capricorn. Capricorn spirit. What does Capricorn need to know for Gemini season? Please and thank you. Capricorn. This Gemini season, you are being asked to set clear intentions so that a path may be opened up to you. Yes, Capricorn, Gemini season is giving off portal energy. So if you have been feeling non directional, not sure which way to go, what path to take, I am seeing a path being cleared for you, a path opening up this Gemini season. Yes. um, do 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 do. Okay. It's almost like Capricorn. One second, let me get my words together. Let me get my words. Thank you. It's like you played one level of a video game and you beat that level, and the next screen, the next level is loading, and you are on that loading screen. And maybe you've been a little impatient because you're like, just waiting here. You're pressing the buttons on the controller, trying to get the next level to load faster, just so you can see where you're going to be. You're excited. You're ready to play the next level. You want to know about all the obstacles coming up and opportunities and whatever, Capricorn. But it's this loading screen, almost like this purgatory limbo energy. It's probably felt like you've been stale, stagnant, or stuck lately. You're on hold. And while you're on hold, while the next level is loading, per se, while we wait for this new path to open up for you, you need to set intentions, clear intentions on where you want this path to lead. That way, the right the right level will load up. You know what I mean? I pray this is making sense. Lord have mercy, Cappy. Let's go. What else for Capricorn? Creative energy, Queen of Wands energy to be exact. Okay. Gemini season is bringing on a fruit load. That's very specific. A fruit load of ideas. Do you mean for a cornucopia of ideas? That was so weird. I don't know why fruit load came out. And I just heard fruit ninja, but a cornucopia of ideas. These ideas, these sparks, light bulb moments, whatever, inklings, whatever you want to call them, when they come in, you will be able to discern and decipher what you want to take forward, what is aligned with your overall vision. That way, you are able to set clear intentions moving forward. That way, the right pathway can open up to you. I'm seeing a vision board, Capricorn, a Pinterest board. There may be some ideas that you have had in the past. For some of you, I'm seeing as young as high school age. Some of you as young as elementary school age that you need to revisit. I feel like those ideas in particular cater to your inner child, kind of like if 9-year-old you had $1 million, this is what 9-year-old you would do. I feel like, strangely enough, Capricorn, that you should be revisiting those ideas, those daydreams that you once had as a child. I'm also seeing for you, Capricorn. There was a movie I just saw, the movie Blank Check. Maybe you should check that movie out if you've ever seen it. What else there for Capricorn? What I'm seeing, Capricorn, that some ideas, some puzzle pieces, um, they won't fit into your overall vision. Okay. So you're being asked to discard those. Some people may say to you that you're giving up on your dreams. whenever it comes to those little puzzle pieces, visions, ideas that you don't feel are aligned with your overall vision, that you don't feel uh, you whatever. Anyway, don't let others make you believe that you're giving up on your dream. Okay, you are modifying your dream. We remove pieces and add pieces and upgrade it all the time. This is a machine. Our life is a machine. Some pieces wear out, some pieces don't fit. You are building a machine for your future, a machine that will power your future. You feel me, Capricorn? And don't let others try to tell you how to build your machine, okay? Don't let them try to tell you how your machine should work, needs to work. It's not their business. Your business, the business of your business, is no one else's business. The end. In Capricorn, that's your message. Thank you. Let's shuffle these decks. Put this in here. Virgo. Virgo spirits. Let's go for Virgo. Okay. So, Virgo, let's bring you in, baby. No, that wasn't a good ding ding. That wasn't a good ding ding. Yeah. Virgo, provisions. I feel like you have realized you need more provisions to take yourself, to the next level, okay? To upgrade your lifestyle, you need more provisions. For some of you, this is a business and you're needing investors to back you up, to take your business to the next level, to expand, maybe to other countries, cities, counties, whatever, you know. But here's the kicker, Virgo, because you are in this it's almost like gung ho type energy. Like you're very ambitious right now. Don't let anyone take advantage of your ambition, by making you false promises or, giving you lackluster ideas or, just when you're reaching for the world, reaching for the stars, Virgo, don't let anyone try to promise you what you know you can't obtain yourself. The whole reason why you're looking for this backing, this provision, Virgo, is because you want to reach the moon, reach the stars, maybe a little sooner, And, in order to do that a bit quicker, you're going to need a boost. You can do it on your own. It's just going to take you a bit longer. And that's not what you envision for yourself. So, Virgo, don't let your ambition cloud your judgment, okay? Because when seeking backing like this, there's going to be a lot of sharks in the water. Okay, like I said, making you false promises, promising you the sun, moon, and the stars, and producing nothing but cosmic dust. You know, this could put you in a hole. Letting your ambition cloud your judgment could set you back 10 plus years wherever you are going with this. If you're trying to bring something to fruition 10 years sooner by getting this backing, by, seeking out these provisions. If you accept the wrong giver, let me say that again, Virgo, if you accept the wrong giver, it will set you back. Slow down, listen to what others are saying. If you're sharing your vision and your ideas with potential backers, listen to how they respond. Okay, are they with your idea? Are they with the flow of it? Are they aligned with it? Or are they saying things along the lines of wanting to change your vision instead of add to it? If they're trying to change your vision instead of, I just heard, add more cowbell, needs more glitter, add more zing, pizzazz. If they're not trying to add more pizzazz, but they're just trying to change it altogether, that's not the backer you want. The backer you want should be aligned with your vision. Provision. Anywho, Virgo, that's the message I have for you, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for being here. I want to remind you that God loves you, and so do I. I will be going live on TikTok to deliver personal messages for free on the full moon, which is January 31st. So be sure to be following me over on TikTok at The Raven Tarot for your opportunity to have a personal message delivered to you. Until next time, my loves, bye bye.